Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at 4. Compromise was the name of the game at today's county commissioner meeting. Here summed up by Commissioner Eric Mamula.
There's only so much money that we have to use for a bunch of stuff.
County Finance had this to say about the sheriff's office ballooning payroll.
We looked at elected offices, and elected offices as a whole, we see these major jumps in expenses. Which one of the elected offices is kind of driving those? We're just following the data.
Sheriff Jamie Fitzsimons had this to say, defending his bigger budget.
Since Colorado moved to everyone can unionize now, there's a lot of law enforcement going to union, which is driving these more expensive contracts.
After over an hour and a half, everyone agreed to cover most of the sheriff's new budget with money from the 10-year-old voter-approved Safety First Fund. But Safety First is one time only. The sheriff needs to find different funding next year.
Is there a ballot initiative in the future to cover that gap? Because at some point,
you've read my mind. We've got to find another funding stream for public safety.
For now, though, the sheriff also needs to trim his budget without compromising the smart co-responder teams. The felony menacing case against a Breckenridge lockdown suspect is delayed again for other pending charges all over the state. Santino Gallardo has been in Summit County Jail since August. His numerous public defenders are now working together. Local Judge Edward Casillas hopes for progress on other cases so this one can continue. A suspected Breckenridge burglar is charged with stealing more than $5,000 from 2 homes. He is also accused of having the tools to break in, and most recently, he earned a felony warrant for contempt of court. Today we are in the classroom at Summit Middle School, where clubs are the hot new thing.
Knee hockey to basketball to cooking to origami, School of Rock. We try to have something for everyone.
That was Leah Bailey, science teacher and club mentor.
And what we have is about 45 clubs that the students get to choose from.
These clubs are not your typical before and after school hobbies. For starters, they happen during the school day. Every Wednesday.
Students end their day by going to clubs. Hopefully they look forward to it. We have seen some feedback that they are looking forward to those Wednesday clubs.
Miss Bailey and several other district teachers oversee this club's initiative with funding from a state grant.
So we are all kind of in this together, trying to increase attendance, student belonging, voice and choice, so that they are going to classes that they like.
But the real leaders of this movement are the students.
They are, and we have a great program set up for the students that are leading the clubs, and they go in and they are the student leaders.
Thanks again for going in the classroom, proudly presented by Heavenly Times Hot Tubs and Billiards. In sports, the Nuggets play the Grizzlies tonight for opening round of the NBA Cup. It's a new early season tournament modeled off soccer. First are the group stages, then the championship round. And in local sports, A-Basin is officially an icon mountain. After 5 years as a partner and months of scrutiny by the feds, A-Basin and Alterra Mountain Company closed the sale today. The price? Undisclosed. Here's head honcho Al Henceroth.
For so much of the last year, I've really felt like we were just treading water as we worked through this process. I'm so excited that we can focus on all the things we always do.
For the rest of the season, it's business as usual at A-Basin, as they all plan for what's next.
Their abilities, their knowledge, their wisdom, more than anything is how we manage crowds and people at the basin. They're going to help us do all that in a really good way.
As for Al, he ain't going nowhere.
I got a few good years left in me to go.
This sale gives Alterra 19 wholly owned resorts and more than 50 partners worldwide. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.